Hey, it's Ethan with ComTech. So today I wanted to demonstrate our ConnectUC desktop app. So this is for the ComTech phone service, and if you launch a web browser and you want to use your computer or your laptop, that sort of thing, for your phone. Now, first thing you're going to do is open a web browser and you're going to go out to app.connectuc.io. Now the description, I'll have that link in the description below, and you're going to have a username and password. Now your username and password comes directly from ComTech. Typically the way we set it up is the extension number and there's going to be typically your company name, and then we're going to give you the password. Once you use that information, you're going to click sign in. Now the first thing I want to point out here is up at the top, you're going to notice that it says the browser is preventing ConnectUC from playing audio. So you're going to want to click that little bar and when you click it, it allows the browser to play audio. Now, if you don't click it, if you don't click it and you try to make a phone call, it's going to pop up and say, hey, I need you to approve the permissions for the microphone and for audio. So go ahead and do that. Now, as far as the app itself, I'm just going to briefly hit all of the points in how to use the app. So as I said, when you log in, you'll notice that you have all of your call history is right there, as well as if you have call recording turned on, you're going to see right here that call recording, all those little squiggly lines means there's a call recording that you can listen to. That's, again, if you have it turned on. If you don't have it turned on, you're not going to have those. So you've got call history. You can, of course, sort and you can search through that. You can also click new call, or you can click new up here in the top left and you can have some other options. But there's lots of options on how to make a call because that's what it's intended for. If we go, so that was the calls tab, that's what it defaults to. If we go to the voicemail tab, you'll notice I don't have any voicemails over there, but you can easily see your voicemails, and then depending on how your system is set up, you can also review your recently deleted voicemails and play those there. The next tab is going to be parking. So parking, if you don't know what a park is, it is a public hold. So let's say I'm Ethan and I get a phone call and I need to go and check with Jim, our CFO or whatever it may be. I can put the call on park and then I can call Jim and say, hey, pick it up on park 1 or park 2. If someone is on park, over here on the right-hand side, you will actually see the person who put them on park, as well as the number that is on park, as well as how long that person has been sitting on park. So it works quite well. And you just click on the park and it retrieves the call. The next thing is the Attendant console. So in the Attendant console, if you had any active calls, they would appear right there. You can then grab your calls and you can drag them over to the contacts. So if you can see here on the contacts, I've got all of my contacts inside of my company. I can actually see whether they're on a call, they're not on a call, if they're available. So I can drag and drop a call to them, as well as if we had any call queues, they would be down there. And then again, the park that I just went over. So you can grab a call and you can drag it down to park. Next thing is the chat. So I don't have any chat messages in this demo, but the difference between chat and what we're about to cover with SMS. So ConnectUC does have a built-in chatting mechanism. Now, a lot of our clients use Slack or use Microsoft Teams, but you do have the ability to chat directly with all of the people that are on your phone system. And SMS is next. So if we click on SMS, SMS is pretty straightforward. It's just your normal texting. You would be able to choose any of these numbers that I have blanked out. You'd be able to choose any of these conversations that you were having and just type back a text message to them. One thing I will highlight right here is you do have the ability in ConnectUC to share texting numbers. So you can actually see here, I've got our main number, but I also have a blanked out number, which is actually my direct line. So that means that I can personally text people on my own company line, but I can also go to the main number and I can see if anybody texts our main number. That's very, very beneficial for most businesses that want to be able to text individually, but also a couple of people manage the main phone number and respond to clients that way. Okay, so the next tab is contacts. Now on your contacts here, it's pretty straightforward. You're gonna see all the contacts that are inside your company. Again, you're gonna easily be able to see, are they available? Are they on a call? If they're on a call, it'll light up red. And you can search for those contacts and you can either give them a call or you can chat with them if you would like. The next thing is faxing. So some of our clients like to do e-faxing, where you scan a document in, you fax through here, or if somebody sends you a fax, they want to be able to see it right in here. It works the same way as texting. So you can, which I don't have in there because I blanked it out, but you can actually share fax numbers as well. I know some of our clients have, each person has an individual fax number and then they have a shared fax number for the whole company. So it works the exact same way. The final thing that I will show here is if you click on your name in the top left, there's a couple of settings that I want to talk about. The first is do not disturb and the difference between that and disable calls. So do not disturb, you'll notice it says applies to calls to user. So what that means is if you've launched ConnectUC, the desktop version, and you want to completely make it to where if anyone calls you, whether it's on your ConnectUC mobile or your physical desk phone or your desktop, that's when you would choose do not disturb. But if you are using ConnectUC desktop and you want to only mute the desktop, essentially, you still want your cell phone to ring for ConnectUC mobile or your physical handset, your desk phone if you have one, that's where you would choose disable calls. So if you choose disable calls, it's only going to silence just the desktop version of ConnectUC. Now, I know I said that was the final thing, but I do have one more thing, and that's the preferences. I've got two settings to show in here. The first one is if you click on preferences, you have all your normal things that you would typically find. So you can change your ringer or your speaker, the volume, you can change your microphone down here. That way you can use different microphones, however you want to do that. And then the final thing I'll show you, because I don't want to go through every single one, I don't want to make this video too long, is the voicemail settings. So on the voicemail settings, there's only really two things that I want to cover here. The first is copy to extension. So I see that used from time to time if somebody goes out of town and they want to copy all their voicemails, every voicemail they get that's new, they want to copy it to a reception or a manager or whatever it may be. You can go in here, put a name there, and click save, and there you go. And then the next thing is the voicemail greetings. You can click add new greeting, and that's how you re-record your voicemail. It does have the ability to record multiple voicemails. I recommend that as a pro tip. For me, I have multiple voicemails, one that said gone until Monday, one that says gone until Wednesday, whatever it may be. And that way, when I'm leaving to go out of town, I don't have to re-record any voicemail. I just go into my voicemail settings and choose the one that I've already pre-recorded. Now, if you have any questions whatsoever, comment below or reach out to us on our website. We would love to hear from you.